What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Show with another video, and today we're talking about The Legend of Heroes. Now, I have a kind of a cool history with this game. Before we talk about how I got into it, let's talk about the game itself. Now, Legend of Heroes, the series, is probably one of the most overlooked masterpieces in modern gaming. Developed by Falcom, this franchise has quietly built one of the most interesting universes in all of the JRPG history. What makes it special is not the gameplay. Although it's turn-based combat, you don't really see that a lot these days. They kind of stick to the nice turn-based combat, and it's pretty good. It feels good. It's also got like the old school JRPG systems that you like, you know, setting different skills and different abilities and stuff to your character. They got that if you like those types of games. But it is the world building that I don't think any other game does as well as they do. It connects every single sub-series into one giant world. Whether you're playing Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel, Trails from Zero, every event, every character, and every piece of lore ties into one giant grand narrative. And whenever I try to recommend this game to people, or this series to people, I always say, and forgive me for this, that this is the MCU of JRPGs, because every single movie or every single game directly correlates to events that happened in previous games, events that will happen in future games. It's all connected in one big world. And I feel like in the JRPG space is a very unique route to go, because it gives them something to stand out from everybody else. Now, while this does come with its ups and downs, it's mostly a positive, to be honest. Like, some of the downs may be that sometimes they get a little lore heavy, and if you're not really interested in that, you're not really trying to like really learn about the world at that very moment, it can get kind of wordy, like a lot of text and such. But in the long run, after playing a couple of the games, the payoff is great. Like, it feels good to know characters that you heard about in different games to come to life in another game. Like, it's a really cool aspect of playing a video game. Now, I've played all of Trails of Cold Steel. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, and Reverie. I've played one of the Crossbell games. I haven't played any of the original Trails in the Sky, but I will be playing the remake fully when that comes out. And I am currently on Trails Through Daybreak. Now, the way I found this game, I found it not too long ago. Like, I haven't been playing since they came out. Like, maybe I'm not a true fan, but I really do enjoy the games. But I played it because I was so bored one day. You know, you bored one day, you look up videos, much like this one, talking about games and talking about how people like games. And I watched a like underrated franchise list, and Yakuza was on that, and Trails was on that. By the way, Yakuza is fire. At this point, I played through most of them. Like, I've played through most of Trails. Those were very two good games to find out about on that day. When I first started playing Trails of Cold Steel, I felt like it was a little bit outdated, but mind you, I was playing Cold Steel 1, which is a game that came out probably like 10 years ago or something. You know what I'm saying? I was catching up. So it's not a bad thing to say it was outdated, because it literally was outdated. And I thought I wouldn't really give it the time of day. But here's the thing. I really love turn-based combat. I really do. I'm sad that most games are going away from it now. Like, I'm kind of sad that Final Fantasy is going away from it, even though I get that a lot of people do not want games like that anymore. I personally love turn-based combat. So when I played Cold Steel 1, it was electrifying, man. Like, the story in itself was good. Mind you, in the story itself, I learned that there's like a lot of lore. You can kind of tell in the story that there's stuff that you kind of should know or supposed to know. And I started researching, started looking up stuff, and realizing that Cold Steel wasn't the only game in the franchise. It was the third series later in the whole grand scheme of things. So there's a lot of content that I was missing, a lot of story left to be told. I eventually ended up playing through all those games, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got to Reverie, and Reverie is kind of like Infinity War in a sense, where a lot of the characters from all the games get together. And then now I'm eventually playing the new game, Tales Through Daybreak, with the new protagonist. What personally drew me in was how grounded the characters are. They don't feel like just one-note anime tropes. They got hopes, they got dreams, they got a little bit of growth and a little bit of relationships that feel like they evolve naturally over time. It's a really politic-heavy game. It's got moral dilemmas, and it just really feels good because the writing actually respects your intelligence. Like, they feel like you're supposed to get along with the story. This really isn't a game franchise to me. Like, this is more of a grand story, like written out of a book, but that you can actually play. So I will say, if you love story-rich games, you love anime style JRPGs, you love deep lore that gives itself time to breathe, and be a great story without sacrificing how fun the game is, then you need to give I was about to say Trails, Legend of Heroes series a chance. I always say Trails because that's the games I played first, like Trails of Cold Steel. They're all the Trails games, obviously, but I was about to say Trails of Cold Steel because that's the one I played the most out of all of them. But no, you should definitely try all of them. I will say like the Trails in the Sky is probably like the oldest one. So if you don't really like older games, you don't like the style of Trails from Zero, it is perfectly fine to start wherever you want to start because they all have history, but they all in their self are self-contained stories. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.